New spot.
New space?
New space. How you feeling about it so far?
Loud.
You know, that's
Temporary problem, though.
it's a temporary thing. It's something that we're both kind of trying to figure out ways to adjust it and make it a little bit better. I have some pretty good ideas as far as like sound paneling goes. Like I think we'll do kind of like a 3-pronged approach. Like we'll do some wall dressings. Definitely going to look into insulating the ceiling.
Yeah.
You know, the roof, and then that plus putting some sound panels in our rooms as well will help with noise carrying over. So
Yeah, because in reality, all we've done is move in. We
Yeah.
basically only put furniture in the space, so
exactly.
we haven't actually treated it yet.
Yeah. I mean, I like it so far.
It's massive.
It's
I like the
massive.
natural light
Yeah.
that we get.
Yeah, for sure that we get. How about the sign, dude?
Sign's dope.
The sign is
Sign's big.
clean. It's big.
It's big.
This morning I drove like past the studio and went down to like 2920, turned
Okay,
around and
didn't
came
it?
back, and I was like,
Yeah.
that was nice.
See a
That's-
little bit of pride, you know?
Yeah, dude, it was nice. It's good to see kind of like everything that we had envisioned come together. And even though, you know, like this is technically it's my studio, I feel like you and I both kind of had a really solid vision for it. So it's kind of cool to see it like come to fruition. And
Yeah, and especially like with the sign, it's like plug and play. Like the initial rendering versus the sign on the building is like the same. Dead
yeah,
nuts, you know?
they did a great job.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nathan with Flight Signs in the Woodlands. Great job. If you guys have any like commercial needs for channel lettering or anything like that, call them. They're pretty good. I'll leave the contact information below. Shameless plug.
Shameless. I mean, it's only shameless if it's you. If it's other people, it's not shameless.
Yeah, for sure. So one of the reasons that I wanted to like kind of sit down today is talk about something that's kind of been a continuing issue with me recently. I don't know like if there's something in the wind or if it's like the fucking lunar cycle. But recently I've had a slew of just really difficult clients, you know? And for me, that's kind of uncommon. Right? Like most of my clients are pretty cool, pretty chill. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's like the economic situation or what, but really difficult clients. A lot of, go ahead.
It could be the cycle of things because I feel like it's like a weird industry where we cycle through clients and they come back, right? So it's like you may not see clients for like 3 years, and that's a bunch of them because it's like you finish up a sleeve on them or a large project and then they gone in the wind and then they reappear like a few years later, right? It's like you could be at the point where it's like all of your normal clientele and your normal ideal client is like almost like cycled out where they're like taking that break between projects. And then all the new ones coming in are just kind of like trying to figure it out. They're basically unvetted, you know, in the sense of like they're brand new.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of unrealistic expectations too, which is kind of crazy. Like stuff that I haven't had to deal with since like the mid 2000s. It's weird. So like, you know, just people having really unrealistic expectations whenever it comes to amount of time to invest, amount of money to invest, creative process, amount of time to complete sessions, just overall. Just really weird kind of, it's weird. Like, I feel like there's certain parts of the industry that are kind of backpedaling, you know, like quality of work is kind of becoming a little bit more dumbed down, like the popular styles, not necessarily the overall quality of work, because I feel like in the industry, the overall quality of work is better.
Yeah, you can throw a rock and hit a great tattooer nowadays.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah,
you know,
it's good. It's more competition. It makes everybody get better.
Yeah, we all grow together. Exactly. But I feel like the popular trends are definitely kind of like getting dumbed down a little bit, which is a little strange. And then just overall approach to getting tattooed is also kind of backpedaling a little bit. Like, what about you? Like, do you have any issues?
I see it a lot in black and gray in particular.
Okay.
Color, I think, is always a curveball to people because as soon as you add detail into color tattoos, they take a long time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it's like with black and gray, there's artists doing detailed black and gray, putting that in quotes because it's textured but not purposefully textured.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they see those textures and they see that and they get like a whole, you know, basically a whole outer sleeve done in 8 hours. And, you know, to us, it looks like it was done in 8 hours. But like someone's like, that's peak tattooing, you know, or someone's like, that's about like 80% there, just make it a little bit better. And it's like, that's a whole different thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like they're cutting so many corners, and it's like to be the guy not cutting corners, it like takes time.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I feel like you get a lot of expectations where someone sees someone cutting corners, and they expect you to get the same, basically, price point, time point, but better quality.
Right.
It's like they want you to be someone you're not, almost.
But it's comparative
They
too,
just
because
tattoo differently.
yeah, exactly. Well, it's comparative too, because if you compare the cheaper and faster options, it's never the same level as you or I ever. And I think that's another kind of topic of discussion that's across the industry as a whole right now too, is because you have a ton of artists on like social media who are bragging about knocking out these huge pieces in a very short amount of time. You have, studios like in Bali that are doing like full leg sleeves and full back pieces in the course of like a couple of days. Yeah, like you're sitting for 30 hours in like 3 days, but the quality is just not there.
It looks like it.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like don't get me wrong, like compared to work that was done in the 90s, it looks great.
Yeah.
Compared to what's done now, it's mid-level.
If you know what's in the industry, you know it's not that great. In reality, it's like they're not out here like messing people up, doing like god awful tattoos. But it's like, as an industry, I feel like we've grown past that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's like this is something that's on someone's body forever. Maybe we should do our best to do our best, and not just do our best to do good enough fast.
Right. And it's
You know?
I think it's also important to say that like you can't sacrifice your ethics, and you can't violate your ethics or set your ethics aside in order to appease a client. Right. I think that we have an inherent responsibility ethically to do the best that we can, not because of financial gain, but because of the responsibility that goes along with putting something, especially something large, on somebody's body that's going to be there forever. It's like we really need to focus in and like do the best that we can. And sometimes clients don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they just want to do it quickly. They want it now. They want it like you're kind of almost fighting against their
impulses.
You're fighting against someone's like impulses to like, because they want it now. They want it quickly. It's like you gotta like slow them down and like get it properly, because it's like in 3 years, it's like they're like, I have $300 today, but 3 years later, you would have rather just saved and twice that does twice the much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better quality. It's like now we're not cutting corners. Doing it right the first time is better in the long run. And it's like you almost have to like fight against people's impulses to like help them do it right the first time.
Right.
Because the expectations of the industry is like what you're saying, is like expectations are changing where they're getting a little wild. And it's kind of like you got to fight against those impulses to bring their expectations back down. And sometimes that involves waiting and not getting tattooed yet.
Right.
You know?
Right. Waiting until the situation is right for you.
Yeah. Because it's a financial commitment, but it's also a time commitment.
Huge.
People underplay the time commitment, a part of that. And it's like there's, sleeves I've had working that I've been working on for the past 4 years. It's like that work from 4 years ago doesn't look like my work today.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm getting better.
I mean, that's good too. That's how you know you're in the right space. That's how you know you're in the right mindset. That's how you know that you're in the right direction, is you're consistently getting better, man. Like I've said it for years, like stagnance is the death of artists. You cannot have the same style now and the same technical ability now that you had 5 or 10 years ago. You have to consistently be growing.
Yeah, because the whole industry's growing.
Yeah,
you
for
got to
sure.
grow with it. You got to grow beyond it. In reality.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to grow at a faster rate than the industry's growing.
For sure.
Basically to keep up.
And I think this is for the artists that are watching this. I feel like that's a lot of artists that have been in the industry for a long time, like myself. They're having a difficult time evolving with the times. Like you and I were just talking about that. Like April 13th is 20 years that I've been doing this. And I'm pretty comfortable rolling with the punches. Like I've seen all the trends come and go, and I've seen work continuously grow. And I'm still just as hungry now as I was. But you see a lot of artists that started tattooing whenever I was getting into it, and you see people that are older than me in the industry that are having a really hard time with the new dichotomy that is you can no longer be like the super mysterious artist posting a picture on Instagram and getting 4 clients from it. You know, now it's all about like short format videos, very low curation. Like most artists that do really well have like cell phone qualities, and you know, the clients want to basically get to know you through the video before even coming to you. And that means you have to show your face in the videos. You can't just film tattoos because the algorithm doesn't reward that, and clients don't reward that. You know, I think a lot of artists are really having a hard time with that. And dude, up until 2 years ago, I was the same way. No, about a year ago. When did I get on TikTok? Last year?
Maybe.
Up until about a year and a half ago, it was the same thing. I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to be the guy that was behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And what I realized
That's what you signed up for.
Exactly. And what I realized very quickly, whenever I saw my bookings do this, I was like, oh shit, okay, I need to try this out. I need to find new forms of advertisement. I need to figure something out. And it's a thing. It is a thing. And if you're going to be successful in this industry, especially as a custom artist, you have to build a presence at some level, as much as we hate it.
Clients. Because the clients are going somewhere.
For sure.
And they're, you know, going to where they see it, basically. Who has the visibility? You have to be that visibility, you know? Because the best work doesn't win anymore. The best shops don't win anymore.
Right.
It's having good work or great work and visibility. And like we said, the industry is growing as a whole, so the good work, great work is easier to come by.
For sure. Having to adjust to it it's something that a lot of people are struggling with, you know? I mean, you have even expressed, you know, how much you hate social media. And
well, it's not why I got into tattooing. I never wanted to be a social media person. I never wanted to have a presence. I didn't have social media until I started tattooing. That was actually a point of contention between me and Andrew when I was an apprentice in the first 6 months. Andrew's like, you cannot do this without an Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to have an Instagram. I don't want like just people looking at my stuff. It's like, it's not their business. It's like, I do good tattoos. It's like the people, word of mouth should be enough. You know what I mean? You know, I look back on that and it's like, that's fucking dumb. And
now it's even worse because like back in the day, you could, like I said, you could post a picture on Instagram of a really amazing tattoo that you did and you would get clients. And now Instagram is completely dead for getting clients. It does not reward tattoo artists at all.
Year 2 tattooer, I was getting like reposted by, you know, tattoo pages, and now it's just like my work's way better, but radio silence, you know what I mean? It like doesn't hold weight anymore.
Right.
And it's just like even the convention thing to like, I don't think that holds weight as much as it used to. It's like a weird, it's too much of a fame thing.
Yeah. Tattooing is in a really weird space right now.
Yeah.
Like a really weird space.
But I get people retiring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you had like a 15 to 20 year career, like people in your field, like you chose to grow through it, but like, you know, but I understand when people have done 15 and 20 years in it and they're like, this isn't what I signed up for. This isn't what it used to be. I don't want to do this. I just want to do tattoos. And like kind of earned it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Back to the client situation. Have you noticed like a trend of like difficult clients? Like what are, you know, let's just lay it out. Like what are some like genuine client red flags to you?
Because
prospective clients hitting you up online for work to consultations to, you know, working with the client for the first time. Like what are some do's and don'ts for you? What are some red flags?
So for me, what I personally try to do is I try to vet their idea real quick. When I have like just like random person hits me up on the internet, I try to vet their idea to make sure it's something that I'm willing to do, something I'm interested, something that meets my minimum and my style. You know what I mean? But then it's like at that point, I just try to schedule a consult. It's like we don't need to work out every single detail like through messages. Like meet in person. Let me show me that you're serious about this, right?
Right.
It's like I want to talk in person. I want to actually do a tattoo, not talk about a tattoo. So let's do that. But some people like have a little resistance to that. It's like a consult. It's like
weird.
Yeah, it's like there's literally you lose nothing but time. Like it doesn't cost anything, but it's like that little resistance is a little bit too much for people.
Okay. It's like too much of a commitment, or do you think?
I think it's just they're not ready.
Ah.
I think that's just like the whole thing is they want to talk about it and they're like, I'm ready. It's like come in then. It's like never mind. But I haven't had a lot of issues honestly with like major red flags when it comes to clients.
No.
Like,
All right, I'm gonna give you an example of one.
yeah, hit me with one.
One of the like this just happened to me earlier today, right? And it seems to be getting progressively worse on from TikTok clients. Is they slide into your DMs and they're like, "Hey, bro, how much for this tat?" Or
Mm.
"Hey, bro, here's my favorite one. Hey, bro, how much for a sleeve?" And it's like there's no nice way of explaining it,
Mhm.
especially that's not necessarily true. There is a nice way of explaining it, but after you've explained it nicely like 500 times,
Mhm.
it's like, look, dude, everything's based off of time,
Mhm.
right? Like you asking me how much a sleeve costs is like me walking onto a car dealership saying, how much does a car cost?
I can give you a range. It's a big one. It's a big
Yeah.
range.
And I mean, I get it. Then I get the need for budgeting,
Yeah.
right? Like I get that. But at the same time, it's like I tell my clients, if you're coming into something and you're like, I want to do a sleeve, I want to do a leg sleeve,
Mhm.
you can't think of the overall cost.
You got to think of the payment.
You got to think of it as like we have, this expense
Mhm.
for every month or every other month or every couple of months for the foreseeable future until it's finished.
Yeah.
You know,
Could be 6 months, could be 2 years.
exactly. Depending on how quickly you can come in and how frequently your set is,
And also what
coming.
style you want.
Exactly.
You want a color
For sure.
realism sleeve and it's a leg?
Yeah.
We're best friends. You're here forever.
Best buds. You're officially becoming one of my friends at that
Yeah,
point.
you're here forever. Like,
Exactly.
see, that is a red flag, but I don't consider them clients because it's like I just hit them with a big range 99% of the time. If as soon as you tell them a price and it's more than $2,000, they're out.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, maybe it's just me being old and crotchety.
Yeah.
Hearing that like 10,000 times over the course of my career, I'm
Yeah.
like, stop fucking asking me that,
How
bro.
much for a sleeve? It's like depends. Work by a session, 1,000 a session. You know what I mean? A
Yeah.
sleeve, black and gray on an arm for me takes like somewhere between 8 and 10.
Dude, I think it's funny too because like they sometimes they don't even slide into your DMs. They'll just drop a comment. How much for a
I
tat,
think
bro?
it's weird when they ask like very specific questions in comments.
Yeah.
It's like DM me. Like, what do you want me to have a consult in my comments? I mean,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
will, but
See, I won't. Out of respect for my clients that are getting big pieces,
yeah. Oh, I'm not going to tell you what my clients paid. That's,
yeah, I'm not gonna.
that's their business. It's not
Yeah,
your business.
exactly.
You know what
Like-
I mean? It's like some clients get deals because they get like back to back. Some clients fill in the last minute space, so they get a deal there.
Yeah.
It's like what they actually paid versus like what it could cost. You know what I mean? It's different.
Is that considered doxing? Like divulging how much somebody's paying?
I think doxing specifically when you give someone's address away.
I'm old.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know these things. Okay, cool.
I don't
well,
know
yeah,
them.
that makes sense.
But yeah, I'm not gonna give. It's like I'm not gonna let you know how much this person paid. It's
Well,
like
like-
even when we post pictures of
Yeah.
tattoos, it's like sometimes, most of the time their face isn't in it, but sometimes it's a little blurry in there. It's like if you know them, you know them. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
We work a local area, relatively speaking, so it's like you
Yeah.
can see that person live in the city.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, you got to give me something. Like, what's something that he's over here being like, I don't ever get turned off by clients. They're amazing.
Like,
Let's approach
their
it.
problem?
Let's approach it strictly with somebody that you've never worked with before that wants to work with you.
I think it's a lot of the times it's not a good fit. It's not necessarily a red flag, it's just a bad fit. And some of the reasons that it's a bad fit is because they want to work differently than the way I work. And
Right.
I work how I work because that's the way I like to do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think a lot of people don't realize that a creative process, not trying to sound like an art nerd, but creative process in a artistic job is a real thing.
Mhm.
You know, and if you push somebody to get out of their creative process, like it can completely.
Not even that, but it's also like there's a structure to it for the reason outside of the creative process.
Yeah.
There's other people. You know what I mean? We have to create
Yeah.
a structure to take care of multiple clients. It's like
Right.
if you think of like tattooing like at like a volume scale,
Mm-hmm.
like we do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of designing, there's a lot of tattooing, and then on top of that we have all that. And that takes
Right.
time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's like, sending out designs in advance. That's
Mhm.
just a cog. That's like, okay, now I have to design your tattoo twice.
Yep.
Before I see you.
Yep.
It's like if I have to tattoo it twice, that's fine.
Yep.
But the second time we tattoo it, you're gonna be there with me that day. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like we'll figure it out then. Almost never happens, but when it does, it's better that.
Yeah.
I don't need to send it to you like 36 hours in advance so you can show everybody that you know the
Mm-hmm.
tattoo and have all of their opinions just worming their way into your head. And then now you think it needs to change because of
Yeah.
your mother-in-law.
I feel like that's kind of a red flag for me too, is like, hey, can I get the design? And then you give them, which I don't do anymore. Then you give them the design. You're like, sure, no problem. You left a deposit for it. Why not?
Yeah.
And then they go
like
and
you
then
paid
they
for
come,
this.
they love it whenever you show them. They're like, oh my God, I love it so much. And then they go and they get around their friends or their wife or their boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or whatever. And then they come back and they're like, you know what? After thinking about it, we should change A, B, C, and D. And I'm like, the time for change was,
Yeah.
a week ago whenever I showed you the design and you really liked it. I mean, we can do it now.
Also, I'm not throwing stuff together. I've thought through all of these decisions I've made.
Yeah.
It's like that leaf right there, it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's doing a job.
I definitely think that is something that some people don't really take into account, is that especially if you're dealing with cover-ups, putting stuff together is very strategic.
That's all strategy. That's what I tell a lot of clients a lot of the times. It's not necessarily about like what you get. Like obviously what you get over it needs to be dark. If you do color versus black and gray, it's a lot more doable. But more than anything, it's a strategy thing. You give more free skin and you move the eye. And it's all just like you have to strategize it. That's why some people are so good at them. Some people are bad. It's because some people actually do the strategy and some people just stick something on top of something else.
Yeah. Cover-ups have definitely gotten more tricky, I would say, because you have a lot of guys and gals that are coming in for cover-ups, and they see people put stuff on top of them online, and they're like, oh, that looks great. And most oftentimes it's like a fresh tattoo. It's not healed. It's not aged, so you don't really know if anything's showing through. And, there's... since we're talking about cover-ups, man, let's just throw it out there. Like, there's a lot of rules that you have to follow in order for a cover-up to be a good cover-up.
And I feel like the styles that make good cover-ups are not in style right now.
I agree.
Like, illustrative is one of the best things for cover-ups. Like, you have the big, bold lines and a lot of color. It's like you can do a lot with that. People don't want that right now.
Yeah.
At least in our city.
I mean, look, like, there are some guys out there that can use realism and they can do a really good job. That is to say, I've never seen an aged color realism cover-up that was good. But I'm not saying it's impossible. But you're absolutely right, man. Like neo-traditional, illustrative realism, all of those things that have really dynamic color, lots of really heavy line weights, thinner line weights to accent, great for cover-ups. Where we're at, you're right. It's not common.
Yeah, because we can push. Like, I normally don't have any issues because most clients I feel like are open to more illustrative realism.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, let me basically add some little more contrast to your textures, make them a little less subtle, and then add some heavy, like instead of doing lines, like I do like contrast. Well, I do lines, but not like thick lines. But you do the contrast, so there's a lot of black next to that line, basically making it feel like that.
For sure.
It normally works out. And I feel like we have like that's okay. But like people do like black and gray portraits and it's like we see it.
Yeah, if you see it fresh, you're damn sure going to see it at the end.
It's like they're not looking for it. And they're like, oh, there's a little, they did a little weird gray texture in there. And it's like, no, they didn't. That's red flags. But yeah, as far as like client actually in the studio, sitting down to get tattooed, they're pretty good. Like for the most part, people are pretty good. Like you're in the industry long enough, you understand, like, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like how to deal with people, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it sucks. It sucks to get tattooed, and people act like it sucks to get tattooed.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty inherently normal, you know?
Yeah, you get used to it. You know how to deal with it. It's not a big deal, you know?
Yeah.
What makes a good client?
Oh, dude, good clients. That's easy, man. I'd say trust first and foremost. You know, trusting the process, trusting the creative process that goes along with designing large-scale custom tattoos, even small-scale custom tattoos. Approaching it, understanding that it is a financial investment. You know, both of us pay for our tattoos. Like, you paid for your whole damn leg. I paid for my back. Like, tattoos cost money. They're expensive.
Name of the game.
Yeah, name of the game. So coming into it, understanding that it is a financial investment, it is a time investment. super key. That I think that's just as important as trust.
Yeah, because that leads to like consistency through a project, which
sure.
is like really nice to like have a reliable client, because that's something
Yeah.
that's difficult to find in the industry is
Yeah.
reliability. And that's not like that doesn't necessarily mean a client's like a bad client, because economies be economy. Like at the end of the day, we're a luxury expense, so we're like the first thing to get cut from the budget.
Yeah.
It's like part of it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when they got consistency, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But,
Just overall respect, man. I guess I would say respect for the industry, respect for the process, and just an overall really good personality. Obviously, if they can sit really well, that's great. If you can have good conversations, that's definitely a plus. But just trust and respect for what we're doing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really about us; it's about them. But I think that for us to be in the right mindset and us to be, able to have an enjoyable time with our clients, not only builds a relationship there to where we can do better tattoos for them, but we also build a relationship with them to where, they come back and they refer people, and that's just the name of the game. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I would say.
because some clients make it easier to do a good job,
Absolutely. For sure. It makes things significantly easier. Cool. Things that are coming up. May 2nd, grand opening
Saturday.
for the new studio. Saturday, 6 p.m.
Ribbon cutting.
Ribbon cutting is on Friday. We're actually going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. Chamber of Commerce is going to come out. It's going to be it's mainly going to be for us. I mean, if anybody wants to come out and celebrate with us, you guys are more than welcome to. I'll leave the address and all of the information below. And then, if you guys want to come out, support the studio, ribbon cutting, that'd be great. If not, grand opening on Saturday, May 2nd, 6 p.m. We're going to have catering. We're going to have a bar.
Tacos.
Taco, maybe. We're trying to figure out. I think Casey has something planned out with one of her chef buddies.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. It's still very open-ended. Also an art show. Obviously, we're kind of bringing the two pieces together, celebrating the new studio, new location, and art studio. Semi-formal event, show up, pressed and dressed if you guys want to get
Black
out.
tie.
Black tie, yeah.
Non-optional.
Not optional. No, don't show up in a
Tuxedo
t-shirt.
only.
Yeah, tuxes only. I want to see some cummerbunds. If you and your family and friends want to get a little dressed up, come out, feel fancy, come on out, have a good time, celebrate it.
Yep. Free food, free drinks,
Good company.
free art.
No.
You can't have it. You can look at it for free.
We are going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to have some deals for people that book tattoos that evening, little care packages, little surprises for you guys. All of the artists here are going to be taking part in that. So, come out. We're probably going to do some raffling. I'm going to raffle off a couple of my paintings. We're also going to have some new merch. I'm super excited about that. My boy Todd and his wife Cecilia are going to be putting those together for us. Thank you guys. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out their brand, their name, company name. Go.
I don't know their company name because it's a new company.
You know them too well.
I do. You know what I will do though? I will link their information below. I'll link their website as well as their contact information and their Instagram and all that other good stuff below. So sorry about that, guys. Love you. But yeah, merch. We're going to have some merch for sale. We're going to have some merch for giveaway. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of other things. This art show is going to be completely different than anything we've ever done before. It's going to be significantly higher. VIPs obviously are getting invites. So if you guys have been with the industry for a long time, or if you guys are loyal clients and you feel like VIPs, check your mailboxes. You're going to have something special coming for you. But yeah, I'm pumped, dude. It's going to be a good time.
I'm hyped. I'm ready. Working on some paintings.
Yeah, me too.
Are you?
I am. Yeah, I started getting the concepts together. I need to go buy that board that we were talking about.
Oh yeah, so I can cut you up some boards. Do you want me to prime on and
No, I just need you to cut them. I'm gonna adjust them myself. I gotta sand them.
cool?
Get that eggshell finish.
Cool.
Cool. Well, anything else you want to say before we sign off?
No, that's it.
No. Cool.
Yep.
Good chatting, buddy.
Peace.
Yep. Later.